Hello Aries, welcome to Dragonfly Soul Tarot. I am Dot, and this week we have your February look ahead. I'm going to do my Celtic cross spread based on in the shape of a pyramid. So here we go. In position 1, this is you, the Two of Swords. What crosses you is the High Priestess. Energies that are moving away from you are the Ace of Swords. Energies that you are currently in is the Ace of Cups. And energies that may manifest in the future are the Five of Cups. How you see yourself is the Nine of Swords. How others see you is the Devil. Your greatest fear is the Hermit. Your greatest hope is the King of Swords. And the possible outcome is the Page of Cups. Alright, Aries. Okay, so in the first position we have you showing up as the Two of Swords. You are undecided about something. You don't have all the information. You're trying to make a decision and you're feeling stressed out about it. The Queen, the High Priestess, though, is a card of going within and finding the answers, but I find that the High Priestess already knows the answer. The fact that this card is crossing you, the fact that you already know the answer is stressing you out. It's an answer that you don't want to acknowledge. So you're kind of in denial. You are not acknowledging this answer, this knowing, this deep inside your gut is something is telling you something is wrong, but you're ignoring it, or you don't want to see it, or you don't want to acknowledge it, thinking that it'll go away. But it's there, Aries, and it's affecting you, your decision when it comes to something very important. Now, because in the present energy we have the Ace of Cups, it leads me to believe that this is a situation to do with the heart. You are in love and you are trying to make a decision. Maybe you are trying to decide whether to stay or go, or whether to go into counseling, or whether to I'm trying to find a way that in whatever your relationship, you are trying to make it better, and you are blindly pursuing this improved relationship because you have faith in it. The dove is faith to me, but is it pure faith or is it blind faith? Are you in denial of something, Aries? Is something you absolutely so believe in this relationship that you may be not seeing or not wanting to see a truth. Now, see, we have the energy of the truth in the past, so possibly a truth came out and maybe you've swept it under the rug, or you are no longer acknowledging this truth, but you know, just like the High Priestess says, you know what that truth is. Now, because this truth is going off into the past, it leads me to believe that you are leaving it behind. You are denying it. Whatever you found out, you are denying it, and you are continuing to pursue this romantic attraction with all your being. And in the future we have the Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is the energy of the glass half empty as opposed to thinking of the glass half full. He's concentrating on the cups that cannot hold water because they are horizontal, as opposed to the ones that are vertical and can hold water. So in the future, there may be disappointment, and but in keeping with what I said about the High Priestess and about the truth going off into the past, see how he has his back to the cups. He's in denial. He's not seeing the full picture. So maybe, as well as the traditional meaning of the Five of Cups as being disappointment, the Five of Cups is denial, not seeing the full picture. So you are denying a truth about a romantic relationship that came to light in the past, but you are leaving it behind. You are denying this truth in order to keep pursuing this relationship in the future, Aries. That may cause problems. That may cause problems, even if you are not acknowledging that you are seeing, even if you are not acknowledging that there are problems with this relationship. It could be bubbling up from a subconscious level and causing you a lot of turmoil, and you may not even know why. Okay, because when we are not aware of something that is affecting us on a subconscious level, and this to me is all seems to be talking about denial, pushing it down to a subconscious level. Especially with the High Priestess, there could have been a different card that depicted the same thing, but the High Priestess is the card of the subconscious. Okay, so what these cards are telling me is that whatever you're pushing down into your subconscious is bubbling up and causing turmoil, and you are not it's coming out in unhealthy ways. In other words, it's affecting you, and you don't understand why it's affecting you. You don't understand what to do about it. You don't understand how to get to the root of this problem to sort it out. Okay? So how others are seeing you? Well, others are seeing you as the Devil card. The card of addiction, the card of control, and the card of being controlled. So others are seeing you as being controlled by your passions, and this could be a relationship that has affected you to the point of obsession. So other people, if you think that you're keeping it a secret, if you think that you're silently brooding in the night and concerned about this, well, no, it's not a secret. Other people are seeing it as well, and they're seeing how you're feeling trapped by this situation, how you're feeling confined or manipulated or well, trapped, basically. Yeah, that's the sense I'm getting, is that this is a situation in which there is no resolution. There's no way you can resolve it, and so you just keep going forward with the way things are now, because you're not acknowledging that one truth that you came across at some point. You have kind of shunned it, you have pushed it away, but other people are seeing it, and they're concerned for you. They want you to be okay. Well, your biggest fear is being alone. The Hermit, oh, actually, oh gosh, I was incorrect earlier when I said there was only one major arcana. There's the Hermit as well. That's interesting that both of these are in the same spread, because I kind of see them as parallel meanings, except the High Priestess, she knows that she knows the answers, she just has to find them. But the Hermit does not know the answers, and that's why he takes himself out of into seclusion and seeks the answers because he doesn't know the answer. So the High Priestess, she knows the answers. She just knows she has to meditate on them for them to come out from her subconscious. And the Hermit has absolutely no idea what the answer is. He has to isolate himself from distractions in order to find those answers because he just doesn't know where they are. And this is a man who is, this is a character, let me rephrase that, a character who is lost, a character who is seeking answers but not finding them. Oh, wow, Aries, what is it that you need to ask yourself? What is it that you are missing, that you need to face? You need to face it. Okay, so this is your greatest hope. Your greatest hope is the King of Swords. Your greatest hope is to come across as the King of Swords? Or is there someone that you are finding cold? Because if this person is being cold to you, you're hoping for someone who is cold and not kind to be in your life? Or are you hoping that you, through your stoic behavior, through your determination, your single-minded effort, will overcome this, will succeed by being deliberate as opposed to being romantic or whatever, just persistence, just sheer persistence. So is that what you're hoping? It can go either way. Either interpretation seems to be valid at this point. Either you're hoping to get somebody back into your life who is not the kindest person, someone who's kind of cold and dismissive, or you want to be that way. You want to portray this character so that people can't see through you and see how much you are suffering. Okay, Aries, this is turning out to be a little bit of a little bit serious, this one here. So in February, the outcome is a little inkling, almost like a little love letter, a little bit of hope. Is it with this person here? Is it with this person here? I'm not sure. The outcome card is a little message of love, a little message of affection, and just saying that, you know, it could have been the King or the Queen of Cups, which would have been, or even better, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a grandiose gesture of affection, but this little tiny little drip of affection is, it seems like it's just enough to keep you in this cycle, Aries. Just to keep you in this conundrum, under this control. So I just want you to make sure that someone isn't just leading you on with little dribs and drabs of affection here, like little crumbs. Why should you settle for crumbs, Aries? Go out and have a feast. Go out and grab a feast. This is what you want in your life. You want to feast on love all the time, right? You don't want little drips and drabs. And it seems to me like the outcome card is saying, yes, there's messages of affection, but they're just little tiny little bits and pieces. Is that what you want? Is that what you deserve? You have to ask yourself, Aries. Dig deep for the answers that you do know, and then they will lead you to the answers that you don't know. Okay? Oh my goodness. Aries, I wish I knew what it is that I could tell you so that you could escape this little, this little like crumbs on the forest floor leading you off into the woods, because it's misleading. It's misleading. It's just keeping you there. Okay, it's just keeping you in this vicious cycle, and you don't deserve that. You deserve much better. Okay, Aries. Wow. Oh, gee. Well, those are the cards for February. It's not an earth-shattering situation. It seems like it's something that's been kind of going on for a while, and may go on for a while longer, especially if you keep following these little crumbs of affection and having them feed into your desire for whatever this relationship is. Okay, Aries? So be careful with your heart, Aries. I want you to be happy. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope it was helpful. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share my videos, and don't forget to comment. Also, remember to tell 2 friends, because they may need this information to know what's coming up and to avoid tricky situations. Okay, Aries? Thank you so much for being here. Stay well, Aries. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.